Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a few minutes late. I'm sorry. We had a technical issue with one of my hard drives. I had to reboot the computer, so we're back up. Everything should be okay. On the screen, you see the current standings as of August 1st, as Buckshot's the first one in to the stadium, along with Mark from Beantown, the top two teams in No More Tears. Anyway, here's where we are. No More Tears. Southside leads by 6.5 over Beantown. Beantown 3.5 ahead of Vegas. Philadelphia 5 behind Vegas, along with Lancaster. In the Suck It Up, Chicago leads by a game and a half over Manchester, Edmonton, and Crystal Lake. Lehigh 8 games back, and Midlife Crisis checks in. Here we go. Let's go to the schedule. We usually, in the past, we didn't last season, but in the past, we've simmed the entire month of August. We are not going to do that today. We're just going to have a regular broadcast, but we are going to go from the 1st to the 15th. Then we'll go to the 15th to the 31st tomorrow. Wednesday, the first 2 weeks in September, and the rest of the season by Thursday. So that's the schedule that I discussed with Clue earlier today, which he liked, and that's what we're going to do, and we'll start the playoffs over the weekend. He wanted me to remind everybody to get their keeper lists in. Without any further ado, let's start simming August 1st. Illinois at Carolina. 8-1 Carolina, Walsh over Lynn. Lancaster at Southside. 5-4 Lancaster beats Southside Rondon over Johnson. San Francisco at Manchester. 6-4 Manchester Row over Lewis. Edmonton at Crystal Lake. 4-3 Edmonton Nolan over Ruffing. Gary at Chicago. 8-1 Chicago Martinez over Verlander. Union Stewards at Beantown. Beantown 3-1 keeps pace with Chicago. Williamson over Crabtree. Washington at Lehigh. 8-3 Lehigh, Johnson over Lanier, and Philadelphia at Vegas. Vegas 4-2 winner, Guzman over Page. We head to the second. Lancaster at Southside. Southside gets even, 6-3 victors. Matheson over Flores, Gary at Chicago. Gary 6-0 upset the Vultures. Washington at Lehigh. Let's see what these other guys do that are right behind Chicago. Lehigh 8-1 winners as Lehigh continues to win as Steve gets less and less lottery balls. Illinois at Carolina. 5-1 Carolina, Matlack over Meekin. San Francisco at Manchester. Manchester a game back. They win 7-1. They're a half game back now. Edmonton at Crystal Lake. Edmonton loses to Crystal Lake 3-1. Faber over Rollback. Edmonton now a game and a half back, and Crystal Lake a game and a half back. Union Stewards at Beantown. Union Stewards upset Beantown 7-4. Young over Dobson. Philadelphia at Vegas. Philly beats Vegas 6-4. Blackwell over Drabeck. Lancaster at Southside. 3-1. Lancaster beats him again. Arrieta over Hoffer. Gary at Chicago. Second game of the doubleheader. Chicago evens it out. 4-2 winners. Brown over Price. And Washington at Lehigh. Second game of a doubleheader. And Washington defeats Lehigh 5-3. As we go to the third, No game scheduled, the 4th. Looking down at the standings, Manchester a game back of Chicago, Edmonton 2 back, and Crystal Lake 2 back. 6 back is Beantown, and 8.5 is Vegas. Lancaster and Philly just about tied. Okay, we are at the 4th, and I am going to play one of my own games today. I don't usually do that, but I'm going to do it today. Beantown at Vegas, we're going to play that game. Before that, Chicago at Washington, 10-6 Chicago. Illinois at Lancaster, 4-3 Lancaster. Wood over Adams. Southside at Carolina, 10-2. Southside, Johnson over Musina. Crystal Lake at San Francisco. San Francisco upsets them 3-0. Day over Maddox. Philadelphia at Union Stewards, 12-5 Philadelphia. Bergmeyer over Cuppy. Lehigh at Gary, 10-5 Gary. And Beatles eternally checks in. Hey, Beatles, how you doing? Beantown at Vegas, that's the one we're going to play. This is probably the only game of mine I'm going to play. So here it is. Let's play it. Carl Hubble against Juan Marichal. Lineups are in. Lineups of Beantown will have Sisler, and you should be familiar with it. Beantown's been on every day since I've been broadcasting. Sisler leading off as the DH. Cano at second, batting second. Brett at third base, batting third. Terry at first base, fourth. Williams in left field, fifth. Cedeno hitting sixth in center. Jacobson in right field, seventh, hitting eighth. Wagner catching. Pesky at shortstop, hitting ninth. In the outfield, Henderson, DiMaggio, Clemente for Vegas. Caminetti, Boudreau, Morgan, and Allen in the infield, left to right. Hartnett catching, Marichal pitching, and here we go. Sisler steps in to Allen.
Sisler grounded to first, 1 out.
Cano.
Cano grounded to short, 2 out.
And George Brett. Fly ball deep in the left field. Henderson backing up. And he's got it.
Brett fly deep down the left field line, 3 out.
We head to the bottom of the first. Beantown, nothing. Stars coming to bat. The batting order for Vegas, Henderson in left, batting first. Gwynn, the DH, hitting second. DiMaggio in center, third. Caminetti hitting fourth. At third base, Allen at first base, fifth. Clemente in right field, sixth. Hartnett catching seventh. Morgan at second, eighth, and Boudreau. Batting ninth at shortstop. Carl Hubble on the mound facing Henderson.
Henderson struck out, 1 out.
Hubble's first strikeout. Gwynn up. Line drive. Poor play by the left fielder Williams. Gwynn ends up on second base with his first double.
Gwynn doubled off the wall down the left field line.
As a Vegas Star, Gwynn at second. DiMaggio up. Fly ball. No, it's a pop up to the infield. Brett's got it.
DiMaggio popped to third, 2 out.
And Caminetti.
Caminetti struck out, 3 out.
Hubble gets out of the small mess he had himself in with the poor play in left field. We head to the second. No score. Bill Terry, who I have to put a photo in every time for some reason. And you know me on these photos. I love photos. There he is. Okay, we're all set. Base hit in the left center field. Another poor play in the outfield, this time by Vegas. Actually, that was the shortstop who made that poor play.
Terry lined a single between third and short.
Marichal facing Williams. Line drive to Morgan.
Williams lined to second, 1 out.
Cedeno. Strike one. Terry did not get a good jump. Fly ball deep in the center field. DiMaggio's looking up, and it's out of here. 2-0 Beantown. Beantown takes an early lead.
Cedeno hit a 2-run homer to left center, 381 feet. Beantown 2, Vegas 0.
His 16th home run of the year. Jacobson facing Marichal to Morgan. 2 away.
Jacobson grounded to second, 2 out.
And Wagner deep in the right field.
Wagner fly to deep right, 3 out.
Hubble facing Dick Allen. 2-0 Beantown. Fly ball to left.
Allen fly to deep left, 1 out.
Clemente. Base hit.
Clemente grounded a single between third and short.
Hartnett. Back to the mound. It's past the mound. They're going to throw to first. Get Hartnett.
Hartnett grounded to short. Clemente to second, 2 out.
Clemente on second. Joe Morgan. Deep fly ball to right field. Jacobson's got it. I think he's got it.
Morgan fly to deep right, 3 out.
2-0 Beantown, top of the third. Pesky on the ground to Allen. Great play by Dick Allen.
Pesky grounded to first, 1 out.
Sisler, deep to left field.
Sisler fly to very deep left center, 2 out.
And Cano. Marichal gets his
Cano
first
struck out,
strikeout.
3 out.
We head to the bottom of the third. Beantown leads 2-0. Boudreau. Base hit right center field.
Boudreau singled to right center.
Ricky Henderson struck out his first time up. Slow roller to Brett. Gonna have to hurry. Hey, get him by a half step.
Henderson grounded to third. Boudreau to second, 1 out.
Boudreau on second. Tony Gwynn doubled. His first time up, hits it back to the mound. Hubble to Terry.
Gwynn grounded to the pitcher, 2 out.
And Joe DiMaggio. 0 for 1. He hits it in a right field. Base hit. Poor play by Terry, it looks like. 2-1. Beantown leads.
DiMaggio lined a single between first and second. Boudreau scored. Beantown 2, Vegas 1.
Caminiti up. Ground ball in the left field. Base hit. DiMaggio on his way to third.
Caminiti grounded a single between third and short. DiMaggio to third.
Runners on first and third. 2 away. Bottom of the third. 2-1 Beantown. Dick Allen. There goes Caminiti. Steals second. His 9th stolen base of the
Caminiti stole
season.
second.
And there's a base hit in the left field. 1 run scores. Caminiti's going to score.
Allen grounded a single between third and short. DiMaggio scored. Caminiti scored. Vegas 3, Beantown 2.
Vegas takes the lead, all with 2 away. Roberto Clemente. There goes Dick Allen. He's safe. Stolen base number 14.
Allen stole second.
Clemente on the ground to Cano.
Clemente grounded to second, 3 out.
We head to the fourth 3-2 stars. Brett, Terry, and Williams to face Marichal. Pop up to left.
Brett fly to shallow left center, 1 out.
Terry, base hit in the left center field, trying to make up for that poor play.
Terry grounded a single between third and short.
Kenny Williams. Ground ball up the middle, Boudreau to Allen, and Williams beats it
singled to
out.
the infield. Terry to second.
Marichal in trouble, runners on first and second, one away. Cedeno homered his first time, ground ball back to the mound.
Cedeno grounded to the pitcher, Terry to third, Williams to second, 2 out.
2 away, runners on second and third, and baby doll Jacobson. Base hit in the center field, and Beantown takes the lead, 4-3.
Jacobson lined a single up the middle, Terry scored, Williams scored, Beantown 4 Vegas 3.
This is not a pitcher's duel as Marichal facing Wagner. Mike Budnick coming into pitch. There goes Jacobson. He's caught stealing to end the inning.
Jacobson caught stealing second, 3 out.
Hubble to face Hartnett, Morgan, and Boudreau. Ground ball back to the mound.
Hartnett grounded to the pitcher, 1 out.
Morgan. Base hit.
Morgan lined a single up the middle.
Boudreau 1 for 1. Morgan at first. There goes the runner. Stolen base number 23.
Morgan stole second.
Boudreau on the ground to Brett.
Boudreau grounded to third, 2 out.
2 outs. Morgan remains at second. And Henderson strikes
Henderson
out.
Struck out, 3 out.
Here we go, top of the fifth, 4-3 Beantown. Budnick facing Wagner. Fly ball to right.
Wagner flied shallow down right field line, 1 out.
Johnny Pesky back to the mound.
Pesky grounded to the pitcher, 2 out.
And Sisler pops it up behind the plate.
Sisler popped to the catcher, 3 out.
1-2-3 go Beantown. Halfway home. Beantown 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. The Stars 3 runs, 7 hits, and 4 runners left on. Bottom of the fifth, Gwynn, DiMaggio, and Caminetti to face Hubble.
Gwynn struck out, 1 out.
1 down, 4 strikeout for Hubble. DiMaggio to center field, and it's deep. And it's out of here. Home run number 20 for DiMaggio. It is all tied at 4.
DiMaggio hit a solo homer to left center, 408 feet. Beantown 4 Vegas 4.
Caminetti up 1 for 2. Slow roller to third. Brett's up with it.
Caminetti grounded to third, 2 out.
2 outs. Dick Allen up. And 5th strikeout for Hubble.
3 out.
Budnick now to face Cano, Brett, and Terry. Fly deep to center field. Off the wall. In the second goes Cano with a double, 22nd of the year.
Cano doubled off the wall in right center.
Brett up. Brett line drive down into the left field corner. This will score a run. Henderson up with it. Throws to second. Brett is safe. Back-to-back doubles.
Brett lined a double down the third base line. Cano scored. Beantown 5 Vegas 4.
Terry up. Back to the mound. That must have been a bunt, and it
Terry
is.
bunted out to the pitcher. Brett to third. Sacrifice. 1 out.
Brett is on third. Only 1 away. Williams up. Walks him.
Williams walked.
And Cedeno homered early on. There goes the runner, and it's a
Williams
pitch
caught
out.
stealing second, 2 out.
2 outs. Brett remains at third. Pop up in the foul territory. It's a high one. Caminetti under it. Innings over.
Cedeno popped to third, 3 out.
But not before Beantown scores a run, takes a 5-4 lead, headed to the bottom of the sixth. Hubble, the starter, is going to face Clemente, Hartnett, and Morgan. Clemente, left field, base hit. Ball's bobbled by Williams. 5th error of the season for Kenny Williams.
Clemente lined a single between third and short. Outfield error. Clemente to second.
Runner on second, Hartnett up. Looks like he's going to bunt. Clemente to
Hartnett
third.
bunted out to first. Clemente to third. Sacrifice. 1 out.
Joe Morgan, 1 for 2 today. Pops up behind the plate. Out of play. Morgan on the ground to Terry. He's going to take it to, he's going to flip it to Hubble
Morgan
for the
grounded
out.
to first. Clemente scored. 2 out.
But
Beantown 5, Vegas 5.
Clemente scores, and it is tied up again. Boudreau up, and Tom Williamson's coming in to replace Hubble. Ground ball to Terry. Takes it to the bag.
Boudreau grounded to first. 3 out.
Here we go. Budnick still on the mound for Vegas. All tied at 5, top of the 7th. Mark Melanson is coming in to pitch. Fly ball deep to left field. Henderson backing up. Makes a great play. Number 33
Jacobson
on the
fly
season.
to very deep left center. 1 out.
Hal Wagner, the catcher. On the ground to Caminetti.
Wagner grounded to third. 2 out.
And Johnny Pesky. Ground ball to Boudreau. And Pesky beats it out.
Singled on the infield.
Sisler. Fly deep into center field. DiMaggio's got it.
Sisler fly to deep center. 3 out.
We're at the bottom of the 7th, and I'm going to have to take a moment. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. We're back. Bottom of the seventh, all tied at 5. Williamson looks strong. He will face the top of the order. Line drive down into the left field corner. Throw to second. He's safe with a double.
Henderson lined a double down the third base line.
Tony Gwynn. Ground ball to second.
Gwynn grounded to second. Henderson to third. 1 out.
DiMaggio homered his last time. And he is going to hit one over Jacobson's head for a double. 27th of the year.
DiMaggio doubled to right center. Henderson scored. Vegas 6, Beantown 5.
I picked a good game to play. This is a back and forth contest. Williamson facing Caminetti. Line drive, right field, base hit. DiMaggio is going to...
Caminetti singled to right. DiMaggio to third.
DiMaggio holds, which this game does all the time with less than 2 outs. Williamson facing Dick Allen. There goes Caminetti. Stolen base number 10, second one of the game.
Caminetti stole second. Allen intentionally walked.
Clemente up, 2 for 3 today, bases loaded, 1 out. And Mark Lowe coming in to pitch. Ground ball to short. Pesky to second for 1, over to first, a double play. They get out of the inning.
Clemente grounded to short. Second to first, double play. 3 out.
Not before the Stars pick up 1 run and lead 6-5, top of the 8th. Cano, Brett, and Terry. I got a feeling all the scoring isn't done in this game yet. Melanson appears fine. Brad Ziegler coming into pitch, however. Ground ball to Morgan.
Cano grounded to second. 1 out.
Brett. Grounded to Allen. Flips to Ziegler.
Brett grounded to first. 2 out.
And Bill Terry. Struck him out, dropped the ball, throws to
Terry
first.
struck out. Out at first. 3 out.
To the bottom of the 8th we go. 6-5 Stars. Low to pitch to Hartnett, Morgan, and Boudreau. He got out of the last inning with an inning-ending double play.
Hartnett struck out. 1 out.
First strikeout for Lowe. Carson Smith coming into pitch. Morgan on the ground, back to the mound.
Morgan grounded to the pitcher. 2 out.
And Lou Boudreau strikes him out.
Boudreau struck out. 3 out.
Ziegler starting here in the top of the 9th, 6-5 Stars. Williams, Cedeno, and Jacobson. Ground ball back to the mound.
Williams grounded to the pitcher. 1 out.
Cedeno homered in the second. And he walks. Tying run goes to first.
Cedeno walked.
Jacobson on the ground to Morgan, throws to first for the out.
Jacobson grounded to second. Cedeno to second. 2 out.
Nothing's easy in Action PC baseball. Cedeno in scoring position, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Beantown. Wagner deep in the right field. And Clemente's got it at the fence. And the game is over. The Stars squeak by Beantown 6-5. Thank you for indulging me in playing my own game. And we'll get back to this. Back to the game. Here we go. Manchester and Edmonton. Manchester wins 5-1. They are 1 game back Edmonton and Crystal Lake 3 games behind Chicago. At the end of the fourth, Southside leads Beantown by 7, Vegas by 8.5. Here we go to the fifth. Chicago at Washington. 3-0 Chicago, Garcia over Chafin. Illinois at Lancaster, 7-3 Lancaster, Santana over Sale. Southside at Carolina, 7-1. Carolina upsets them. Crystal Lake, yeah, that was a good game, Mark. I tell you the truth, you and I are very close team-wise. That's gonna be like that all the way to the end, I think. And I don't think Lancaster or Philadelphia are out of it yet, even though they're a few games back. Crystal Lake at San Francisco. 5-2, Crystal Lake. Chandler over Bender. Speaking of Philadelphia, they're at Union Stewards, and they win 11-8. Lehigh at Gary. 10-3 Lehigh as Lehigh continues to win just enough to piss off Steve. Here's a second game, Beantown at Vegas. Vegas wins 6-5. That's 2 games in a row. Feller versus Klinger. This one went 10 innings. It's 2 6-5 games in a row at Vegas. And Manchester at Edmonton. Manchester beats Edmonton. We head to the 6th. We're changing venues. Chicago at Washington. 3-1 Chicago, Martinez over Sutton. Southside at Carolina. Southside wins 2-0 Hoffer over Kuzman. Crystal Lake, 5-0 over San Francisco. Bevins over Manning. Philadelphia at Union Stewards. Philly wins again 13-7. Page over Buckholz. Lehigh at Gary. Gary a 5-1 winner. And Manchester at Edmonton. Manchester beats Edmonton once again, Rowe over Nolan. We head to the 7th. Let's take a look. We're halfway done today almost. Let's look at who's hot and who's not. As we expand that here. Let me get that off. Okay, here we go. Global, Chicago 7-3, and Manchester's hot 8-2, and Crystal Lake is hot at 7-3, and Edmonton, unfortunately, is on a 4-game losing streak. They're 2-8 and have dropped into 4th place, but only 5 games back, but still plenty of the season to go. They're on a 4-game losing streak, and Chicago 4-game winning streak. Manchester 5 games. In Universal, Southside 7-3. Beantown on a 3-game losing streak. They're 4-6. Vegas 7-3. Lancaster 5-5. Philadelphia 6-4, and Philly's on a 4-game winning streak, leading a Universal. Anyway. There you go there. Let's go back to where we were here and play some more games. On the 7th, Lehigh at Washington. 5-4 Washington. Palmer over Badenhop. Philadelphia at Lancaster. Good game. 10-1. Philly beats Lancaster. I think that ties them or passes them. Philly's now a game ahead of Lancaster. Beantown, it moves on to Carolina, and Carolina wins 6-3. Matlack over Pollitt. Manchester at San Francisco. 6-3. San Francisco upsets Manchester. Illinois at Union Stewards. 6-3 Union Stewards. Young over Meekin. And Chicago at Gary. Chicago 3-2 winners. Brown over Spahn. And last but not least, Crystal Lake at Edmonton. Edmonton breaks their losing streak. They win 4-2 to keep pace. On to the 8th. Let's see what do we got here in the second half of this thing. Chicago at Manchester, some good ones. And the 15th. Yeah, we got some good games to play. So we'll play the second half of the week. Okay, here we are on the 8th. 1-0 Washington over Lehigh. Philly at Lancaster. Philly scores again, 13-4. They're scoring lots of runs. And they're catching up. They're only 5 games behind Vegas and Beantown in the loss column. Beantown 7-6 winners over Carolina, Low over McGraw. Manchester 6-5 victors over San Francisco, Rivera over Dyson. Illinois at Union Stewards 10-9 victors, Kennedy over Wainwright. Chicago trying to stay in first place, and their win 5-4, Williams over, I'll never get that name, so I'll skip it. I never beat Southside, so let's see what happens. And I don't beat them today, 11-5, Givens over Draybeck, and Crystal Lake at Edmonton. Crystal Lake wins 3-1. We go to the 9th. Philly at Lancaster. Philly 8-7 winners. They've got a streak going here. They got a doubleheader today. Manchester at San Francisco, 6-3. Manchester loses, falls to 2.5 back. Lehigh at Washington, 6-3 Washington. Lehigh's happy with the loss. Beantown at Carolina, 3-2 Beantown. Hubble over Musina. Illinois over at Union Stewards. Union Stewards 6-3 winners. Young over Adams. Chicago now with a 2.5 game lead. At Gary wins 9-1. Smith over Seacott. Southside at Vegas. Southside beats Vegas again. Not a surprise, 7-3. Philadelphia at Lancaster, game 2. Philly wins another 13 runs. Romo over Santana. Manchester at San Francisco, game 2, 11-0 Manchester. And Crystal Lake at Edmonton. Edmonton loses 2-1 at home and falls 7 back. We head to the 10th. As we glance down, Southside leads No More Tears by 8 over Beantown, and Chicago 2.5 over Manchester, 4 over Crystal Lake. Here in the 10th, Carolina at Lancaster beats Lancaster 10-5, Walsh over Wood. And San Francisco and Edmonton. Edmonton on the winning side of this game, 5-1. The 11th, Carolina at Lancaster again, 7-6 Lancaster. Hendricks over Matlack. Illinois at Philadelphia, 3-2. Philadelphia wins. They got a winning streak going. I'm not so sure. We'll check and see how long it is after this day. Chicago at Manchester, 6-1 winners. Martinez over Rowe. Lehigh at Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake wins 7-6. Southside at Beantown, 11-8. Beantown loses to Southside. Southside's beating everybody. Vegas at Union Stewards. Union Stewards loses 9-3 at home. Feller over Strasburg. And San Francisco and Edmonton. Edmonton 2-1 winners. Nolan over Manning. Let's check the hot and not. I want to see how many wins Philadelphia has. They're doing great. Okay, here we go. Let's go right to Philadelphia. 9-game winning streak. They're 12.5 back, but only 3 out of 3 games in the loss column out of playoff position. Chicago's 9-1. They're starting to pull away. 7-3 Manchester, 7-3 Crystal Lake, even though those are good 10-game records. They are losing ground. 6.5 Edmonton, who went 4-6. Southside's got a 4-game winning streak. Like I said, Philly's a 9-game winning streak. 9 games as Southside starts to pull away over Beantown, 10 games over Vegas. Okay, we go to the 12th. Let's see what we're going to play. I think we're going to play something on the 13th. Chicago at Manchester on the 13th. We'll play. Okay, Illinois at Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Will they win 10 in a row? They do. 10-game win streak. Washington at San Francisco, 5-2 San Francisco. We're going to sim this and play the next one. Chicago loses to Manchester 2-0. Grove over Brown. Lehigh at Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake 8-4 winners. Maddox over Johnson. Southside at Beantown. Beantown wins 10-7. Ferris over Matheson. Vegas at Union Stewards. 14-2 Vegas. Cole over Buckholz. Edmonton at Gary. Gary wins 8-7. Edmonton slips another game. We're on to the 13th. We will play Chicago at Manchester. And here we go. Otto, Edmonton at Gary. Edmonton needs a win, but Gary beats him 7-3. Price over Henkin. Vegas at Lancaster. 10-1. Lancaster defeats Vegas. Washington at San Francisco. 2-1 San Francisco. And let's play Chicago at Manchester. Jaime Garcia for the Vultures. David Cohn for Manchester. The lineups are in. For the Chicago Vultures, Martinez, the DH, leading off. Wells at shortstop second. Delahunty in left third. Fox at first, fourth. Speaker fifth. In right, Collins at second, sixth. Mauer catching seventh. Baker at third base, eighth. And Eaton in center field, hitting ninth. In the outfield, Simmons, Mays, and Harper from Manchester. Santo, Reese, Phillips, and McCormick in the infield, left to right. Catching Semenek, pitching Cone. Edgar Martinez steps in. We're underway. Grounder to short.
Martinez grounded to short, 1 out.
Willie Wells. Another one to short.
Wells grounded to short, 2 out.
Delahunty. Cohen.
Delahunty struck out, 3 out.
3 up, 3 down. Top of the first. We head to the bottom of the first. Chicago, nothing. Red Bolts coming to bat. Reese to Fox.
Reese grounded to first, 1 out.
Harper to right.
Harper singled to right.
Willie Mays. Runners on first and second.
Harper to second.
Simmons up.
Simmons struck out, 2 out.
First strikeout for Garcia. 2 out, 2 on. Bases loaded.
Santo walked. Harper to third. Mays to second.
Del Ennis. Garcia
Ennis
gets
struck
his
out, 3 out.
Gets his second strikeout to end the inning. We head to the top of the second. No score here at Red Bolt Nationals Park. Jimmy Fox
struck out, 1 out.
Second strikeout victim for Cone. Speaker on the ground, booted by Cone.
Speaker grounded to the pitcher, safe on an error.
Runner on first, Eddie Collins. Deep in the right field, Harper backing up. And he's got it at the foul pole.
Collins flied very deep down the right field line, 2 out.
Joe Mauer. Base hit in left center field. Speaker
Mauer lined a single between
thrown
third
out
and
at
short.
third.
Speaker out at third, 3 out.
We head to the bottom of the second. No score, and we got to get a picture for Home Run Baker. Lots of Bakers here. And there we go. McCormick facing Garcia.
Take your base.
Trots down to first.
McCormick walked.
Semenick up.
Semenick struck out, 1 out.
Third strikeout for Garcia. Phillips up. Ground ball to Fox. Slips to Garcia covering.
Phillips grounded to first, McCormick to second, 2 out.
Pee Wee Reese. Wild pitch.
McCormick to third.
Three balls, one strike. McCormick on third. Garcia delivers back to the mound.
Reese grounded to the pitcher, 3 out.
We head to the top of the third. No score here at Nationals Park. Cone on the mound will face Baker, Eaton, and the top of the order, Martinez.
Baker struck out, 1 out.
Third strikeout for Cone. Eaton to left.
Eaton lined a single between third and short.
Cone facing Edgar Martinez. And Cone balked.
Eaton to second.
Don't see that very often. But we've got him there. David NS Railfan stops in. Barbara's here. Parallel League stops by. We've got a good crowd here today. Pitch to Martinez. To right.
Martinez flied to deep right center, 2 out.
2 out, runner on second. Willie Wells. On the ground to third, Santo.
Wells grounded to third, 3 out.
Bottom of the third we go. Garcia to face Harper, Mays, and Simmons. Ground ball to Fox, slips to Garcia.
Harper grounded to first, 1 out.
Willie Mays.
Mays struck out, 2 out.
Garcia's fourth strikeout. Pop up to Wells.
Simmons popped to short, 3 out.
So far, it's a quick game. We head to the top of the fourth. No score. Cone facing Delahunty, Fox, and Speaker. Ground ball to short. He boots it.
Delahunty grounded to short, safe on an error.
Runner on first, Jimmy Fox. There goes the runner. Delahunty safe, stolen base number 17.
Fox struck out, Delahunty stole second, 1 out.
Speaker. Throw to second, Delahunty back. Ground ball to McCormick, takes it to the bag himself.
Speaker grounded to first, Delahunty to third, 2 out.
Collins. Up the middle, good play by Reese.
Collins grounded to short, 3 out.
Bottom of the fourth we go, still no score here. Santo, Ennis, and McCormick to face Garcia. Deep to center field. Eaton looking up. And it's out of here. Ron Santo breaks the no-scoring tie now. Red Bolts lead 1-0. Home run number 20.
Santo hit a solo homer to left center, 388 feet. Manchester 1, Chicago 0.
Ennis.
Ennis struck out, 1 out.
Strikeout number 5, McCormick. Ground ball to Baker.
McCormick grounded to third, 2 out.
Semenuk facing Garcia. Fly to deep right center field.
Semenuk fly to deep right center, 3 out.
Top of the 5th we go, 1-0 Red Bolts. Cone to face Mauer, Baker, and Eaton. Mauer on the ground to Santo, boots it.
Mauer grounded to third, safe on an error.
Home run Baker 0 for 1 today. He bunts.
Baker hit by his bunt, 1 out.
Baker bunted and was hit by the ball in front of the plate. He is out. Eaton. Well, that didn't help
Eaton
Cone.
walked.
Puts
Mauer
the
to
runner in
second.
scoring position. Eaton at first. Edgar Martinez up. Base hit in the left field. Mauer is going to score as that ball goes all the way to the wall. Throw home. Eaton and slides is safe. It's a double for Edgar Martinez.
Doubled off the wall in left center. Mauer scored. Eaton scored. Chicago 2, Manchester 1.
Chicago leads 2-1. Willie Wells. Cone is a little wild today.
Wells
Second walk. Delahunty to second. Short for 1. First, a double play to end the inning.
Delahunty grounded to second. Second to first double play. 3 out.
Halfway home here in Nationals Park. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 4 left on for Chicago. Manchester, 1 run, 2 hits, 3 errors, and 4 left on. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't see that too often. Okay, here we go. Garcia facing Phillips, then followed by the top of the order, Reese and Harper to right field.
Phillips flied shallow down right field line, 1 out.
Reese on the ground to Collins. Great play by Collins.
Reese grounded to second, 2 out.
Harper strikes out.
Harper struck out, 3 out.
Number 6 for Garcia. We head to the top of the 6th, 2-1 Chicago. Fox, Speaker, and Collins facing Cone. Starting pitches, both still in there. Fox to left.
Fox fly to shallow left, 1 out.
Speaker to short.
Speaker grounded to short, 2 out.
Collins up the middle, base hit.
Collins lined a single up the middle.
Mauer up, 1 for 2 on the day. Throw to first. Collins back. There goes the runner. Collins safe. Stolen base number 27.
Collins stole second.
Mauer on the ground to Phillips to end the inning.
Mauer grounded to second, 3 out.
We head to the bottom of the 6th, 2-1 Chicago. Willie Mays, Simmons, and Santo, the heart of the order. Garcia on the mound. Pops it up to the infield. Collins has got it.
Mays popped to second, 1 out.
Simmons. Fly to left.
Simmons fly to deep left, 2 out.
Santo homered his last time. Strikes out this time.
Santo struck out, 3 out.
Strikeout number 7 for Garcia. We head to the 7th, 2-1 Chicago. Cone facing Baker. Line drive.
Baker line to second, 1 out.
Eaton 1 for 1.
Eaton struck out, 2 out.
Cone's fifth strikeout. Edgar Martinez up the middle. Phillips.
Martinez grounded to second, 3 out.
We head to the bottom of the seventh. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 5 left on for Chicago. Manchester, 1 run, 2 hits, 3 errors, and 4 left on. Here we go. Garcia's strong facing Ennis. He's strong, but we've got a pitcher coming in for him. Sechrist. Fly to left.
Ennis fly to left, 1 out.
McCormick. Sechrist walks him.
McCormick walked.
Semenick pops it up to the infield. Wells under it.
Semenick popped to short, 2 out.
And Phillips. Sechrist loses him. Runners on first and second.
Phillips walked. McCormick to second.
2 outs. McCormick represents the tying run. Go ahead run on first with Phillips. Pee Wee Reese. And Earl Caldwell's coming in. They've seen enough. Ground ball, center field, base hit.
Reese lined a single to center. McCormick scored. Phillips to second. Chicago 2, Manchester 2.
We're tied up. Runners still in first and second. 2 outs. Caldwell to Harper. Bases loaded. The walks have
Harper walked. Phillips to third.
walks have
Reese to second.
killed Chicago this inning. Caldwell facing Willie Mays with the bases loaded. Not a good thing, but he hits it to Collins and the inning's over.
Mays grounded to second, 3 out.
We head to the eighth. All tied at 2. Cone, the starter, still in there for Manchester, will face Wells, Delahunty, and Fox. Grounded to short.
Wells grounded to short, 1 out.
Delahunty back to the mound, and is going to be the 4th error on Cone.
Delahunty grounded to the pitcher.
The
Safe on throwing error.
4th error of the game for the Red Bolts. You don't win very many games committing 4 errors. Let's see if this makes a difference. Jimmy Fox. Ground ball up the middle. Great play, and it's going to be a double play to end the inning. Well, that didn't
Fox
hurt him.
grounded to short, second to first double play, 3 out.
Simmons up now for Manchester. Caldwell on the mound. Grounded to Wells. Great play. 51st. Great play. That saves a lot of
Simmons
runs.
Grounded to short, 1 out.
Caldwell pitching. Fly ball deep in the left field.
Santo fly to deep left, 2 out.
Ennis facing Caldwell. On the ground to Fox. Takes it to the bag himself.
Ennis grounded to first, 3 out.
Top of the 9th we go. We're tied at 2. Cone still on the mound. Speaker, Collins, and Mauer. Speaker to center field. And it's caught
Speaker
for the
fly
out.
to deep right center, 1 out.
Cone turns red. Will he stay in? Will he take him out? Let's see. Pitches to Collins. To short. And Collins beats
Collins
it out.
singled on the infield.
Mauer up 1 for 3. Collins at first. There goes Collins. He's safe. Stolen base number 28, second one today. He represents the
Collins
go-ahead
stole
run.
second.
Go-ahead run on second. One out. Joe Mauer. Ground ball up the middle. Phillips to first.
Mauer grounded to second. Collins to third. 2 out.
Home run Baker 0 for 3 today. Collins represents the go-ahead run 90 feet away. Cone delivers. Pops it up behind the plate. In the stands. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Baker strikes
Baker
out.
struck out. 3 out.
We head to the bottom of the ninth. Tied at 2, McCormick, Seminick, and Phillips to face Caldwell unless they take him out. Ground ball to Wells.
McCormick grounded to short. 1 out.
Fly ball to center field. Deep. Eaton's got it.
Fly to deep right center. 2 out.
And Phillips. Another one deep in the center field.
Phillips fly to deep right center. 3 out.
We head to the 10th. Tied at 2. Cone is red. I can't imagine they're going to let him pitch, but Eaton is up. And Philip Rivero coming in. Slow roll to the third. Eaton safe, beats it out.
Eaton singled on the infield.
Edgar Martinez to face Rivera is a lefty. There goes the runner. Eaton's 5th stolen base of the season. Go ahead run at
Eaton
second.
Stole second.
Nobody out. Ground ball up the middle. Going to throw to first for the out. What's Eaton going to do? He's going to third.
Martinez grounded to short. Eaton to third. 1 out.
That ground out got the job done. Eaton at third base, 1 away here in the top of the 10th. Willie Wells to center field. This ought to be deep enough. Eaton tags. No, he stays. They don't want to test.
To shallow center. 2 out.
Ball was not deep enough, and they didn't want to test Willie's arm. Delahunty. Base hit, and it's a good thing he didn't because Delahunty knocks in the go-ahead run. He's on second base with his 49th double of the season.
Delahunty doubled off the wall in left center. Eaton scored. Chicago 3, Manchester 2.
Jimmy Fox. Base hit in left. Oh, thought it was a base hit.
Short. 3 out.
Great play by the shortstop. Here we go. Bottom of the 10th. Chicago leads 3-2. Caldwell is strong. Will face the top of Manchester's order, Reese, Harper, and Mays. Tough 3 batters. Ground ball to Wells.
Reese grounded to short. 1 out.
Bryce Harper.
Harper struck out. 2 out.
Caldwell gets his first strikeout. Manchester down to their last out, Willie Mays. And he singles to left.
Mays lined a single to left center.
Manchester still alive. Simmons facing Caldwell. Throw to first. Mays gets back. Line drive to center field. It is an out, and the game is over. Chicago wins. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. 7 left on. The Red Bolts, 2 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors. 8 left on, and there you go. We've had 2 good games today. We're going to sim the rest of the schedule. Let's see where we are. 13th, we're going to go to the 15th, and we're going to zip it up, and tomorrow we'll finish the month of August. Okay, where are we? Lehigh at Crystal Lake. 9-2, Crystal Lake. Beantown at home at Southside wins 8-2, Johnson over Dobson. Carolina at Union Stewart, 6-2, Carolina. We go to the 14th. We glance down at the standings, Crystal Lake 3 games behind Chicago, Manchester 3.5, Edmonton 7.5. Southside leads by 9 over Beantown, 10 over Vegas, 12 over Philly. Philly's got a 10-game winning streak going. They got a series with Beantown coming up. Vegas at Lancaster. 7-5, Lancaster defeats Vegas. Southside at Illinois. 5-0, Southside pulls ahead. Beantown at Philly. Beantown breaks the 10-game win streak, wins 6-3, remains 9 games behind Southside as we approach the 15th. Edmonton at San Francisco. Edmonton loses 5-3. They're in trouble. Day over Garcia. Lehigh at Manchester. 8-4 Manchester. Manchester 3 games back. Chicago at Crystal Lake. 4-2 Chicago. Williams over Roughing. Carolina at Union Stewards. 5-1 Carolina. And Washington at Gary. 9-5 Washington. This is the last day of the sim. We will zip it up after this and head to tomorrow, where Vegas is at Lancaster on the 15th. Vegas wins 5-2. Guzman over Santana. Southside at Illinois. 4-3. Southside continues to roll. They are 32 games over 500. Beantown at Philadelphia. 4-2. Philly gets back on the winning side. Edmonton at San Francisco. 7-1. Edmonton gets back on the winning side. Kershaw the winner. Manchester at home against Lehigh. 12-4 Manchester. Chicago at Crystal Lake. 5-3 Crystal Lake. Carolina at Union Stewards. 6-1 Union Stewards. Washington at Gary. 6-2 Gary. Let's go to the standings and see who's hot, who's not, and where we're all standing heading for the last 2 weeks of the month of August. The dog days of August. Okay, here we go. Global, Chicago, 8-2, along with Crystal Lake keeping pace, 8-2. They're the two hottest teams in that division. 1-9 is Lehigh. He's happy about that. Edmonton, 4-6. They're losing a little ground. They're 7.5 back. Manchester, 2.5 back. 3 back is Crystal Lake. In the Universal, Southside, 8-2. They're as hot as you can get. Philly, 9-1. They're a little bit hotter. Southside on a 3-game winning streak. They're 10 games ahead of Beantown, 11 games ahead of Vegas, and 13 games ahead of Philadelphia. I'm going to be right back. Okay, that was just my son. I always answer the phone when he calls in case there's a problem. Anyway, you see it there. I'm going to zip this up. And we'll get it all on Discord. And we'll meet again tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll do the end of August. Clue wants to remind you all to get your keeper lists in. Thank you for joining me. David Railfan, Barbara Parallel League, Buckshot, Mark from Beantown, Beatles, Jeff Hunter, David Landau, Midlife Crisis. Everybody's in. Have a nice evening, everybody. See you on Discord.